And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, today we're taking a look at Rubik's Battle. Now, Rubik's Cube is a very, very popular thing. Everyone has seen one in their life. Most people own a Rubik's Cube, but a few people can do them. And so the idea of making a game based on Rubik's Cube, this is not even the first game based on Rubik's Cube. I played several that have been based on this, but this is the newest one. This is a card flipping game where you're going to look for stuff and shout it out. Here we go.
So there's a bunch of cards. You're going to split them evenly between all the players. And each round of the game, each player is going to simultaneously turn the card in front of them face up. Now you're looking at your card. So for example, when you look at your card, you're going to look for a color that's on everyone else's card except for yours. So in this case, I could say yellow, because yellow is on everyone's card but mine. Or you could say a card that's on yours but is on no one else's, which I don't think is the case here. No one has a color that's on no one else's card, because this person and this person here, they could say orange because orange is on everyone else's card, or they could say white because white is on everyone else's card. This player here really can't say anything because every color on their card is on someone else's card. But let's say I said my color, then I would get all the cards and I would put them underneath my stack. If nobody can call something out, then you just add another card to each stack. So let's turn these over again. And once again, I can shout out yellow. This person here can't shout out anything because they have blue, but two other people do, and they have yellow, but two other people do. And there's no color that all three people have that this person doesn't have. This person here can't shout out orange because they have orange. They can't shout out yellow, but they can shout out blue because all three other players have blue. This person here can't shout out yellow because they have yellow, can't shout out any of these colors because everyone else has it. But I could shout out white because no one else has white on their card. So that's pretty much how the game is played. You're going to keep going until one person runs out of cards. Or there is the possibility if two people flip over the exact match. So you would have to find the exact cards. So here's an exact match. If two people have the exact match, you shout out Rubik's Battle, and then you collect everyone. When this happens, if I say Rubik's Battle, I take all your cards, and that person is out of the game. Once you have all the cards in the game, you've won. So the components for this are pretty bad. When you have a card game, it's really important that corners are rounded, because as you notice, these corners are not rounded. Therefore, they're gonna catch on stuff all the time, and they're gonna go bad. The cards themselves are medium quality, if that. And of course, if you're colorblind at all, then you should play a different game, because these are kind of just bunches of different colors and stuff on them. And interesting enough, we spent a while figuring out, is white like a non-color? Because there's not a lot of white there's a lot of white here, but it is a color. Anyway, they do look like Rubik's Cubes, the side of Rubik's Cube, so there's that.
Now, when it comes to games like these, there's a lot of games where you flip things over and shout them out. So this is a very crowded market. So you have to kind of stand out. And Rubik's Battle does stand out in a bad way. This game is awful. I already showed you the components weren't that great. But literally, you turn cards over. So the idea is pretty, interesting. I'm looking for a color that's not on mine, but on everyone else's. I'm looking for a color that's on mine, but on no one else's. Okay, that's fine. And by the way, it's 2 to 6 players. If you play 6 players, you're never looking for a color that's on yours that's not on anyone else's. You're hardly ever looking for a color that's on everyone else's but not yours. So 6 players, the game is worthless. With fewer players, it's okay, but many times you flip a card over and there's nothing you can do. In these shouting games, there should usually be a chance, but you can flip it over and, oh, there's nothing I can do. I will sit here and wait till someone takes my cards. And that exact match and putting someone out of the game, what kind of nonsense is that? Who thought that was a good idea? You take that nonsense, couple it with the flip a card over and, oh, I can't say anything, sometimes several turns in a row. That's not a very fun game. Mix that with subpar components, and you have yourself a real stinker. I can recommend this game for no one. Also, it's in a tin, which is not a good boxing, but whatever. Rubik's Battle. They're banking off the Rubik's Cube name. They want you to get this game based on that. Next time, folks, please put a game inside the box.
Dice Tower judgment, horrible!
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Shut the door.